Did you know that there are some popular success habits that are actually myths? And to help you avoid falling for these myths, today I'm going to expose 12 of them. Number 12. So, you've heard it a million times. If you want to be successful, you need to wake up at 5 a.m. But let's be real here. Just because someone's an early riser doesn't mean they're automatically destined for success. Research shows that it's not about the time you wake up, but rather about aligning your work schedule with your natural energy peaks. Maybe you're more creative and energized at night, that's fine. It's about finding your own rhythm. The key isn't to force yourself into someone else's routine, but to work when you're at your best. Number 11. Ever feel like the harder you work, the more successful you'll be? Well, I hate to break it to you, but it's not about working longer hours. It's about making those hours count. Research shows that productivity declines sharply after working more than 50 hours per week. In fact, those who work 70 hours produce little more than those who work 55 hours. Crazy, right? The point is, overworking can actually hold you back. Trust me, working smarter beats working harder every time. Number 10. You've probably heard that if you just visualize your success, it'll magically happen. But the truth is, while visualizing your goals can definitely get you pumped, it's not enough on its own. Imagine dreaming of acing an exam but never cracking open a book. You see where I'm going with this. Research shows that too much focus on the end result can actually make you feel like you've already accomplished something, which can kill your motivation. So yes, picture your success, but don't forget that action is what gets you there. Visualization sets the target, but hard work hits the bullseye. Number 9. Follow your passion, they say, and everything will fall into place. Sounds perfect, right? But here's a reality check. Passion alone won't pay the bills or guarantee success. Research suggests that those who believe in the idea of a single true passion can actually end up feeling stuck when things get tough. Instead, think of it like this. Success comes from building skills and finding ways to align those skills with your passion. Passion can grow over time as you get better at something, even if it wasn't something you were initially passionate about. So focus on what you're good at and keep improving. The passion often follows. Number 8. Ever feel like only the super social extroverts are destined for success? Well, that's not true. Just look at people like Bill Gates or Warren Buffett, who are both introverts but have achieved mind-blowing success. It's not about being the loudest in the room. Introverts often excel at deep thinking, listening, and making strong connections one-on-one, skills that are incredibly valuable in leadership and creativity. So, whether you're an introvert or extrovert, success doesn't depend on your personality type, but on how well you use your unique strengths. Now, I'm sure you're definitely going to relate to the next myth. But before I expose it, hit that like button. It really motivates me to keep creating great content for you. Number 7. We've all seen those dramatic before and after stories. The ones that make it seem like success is just one huge transformation away. But the truth is, success is usually built on small, consistent changes over time, not overnight miracles. Research shows that tiny improvements, like getting just 1% better at something every day, can lead to massive gains in the long run. It's called the marginal gain strategy, and it's how top athletes achieve greatness. So don't get discouraged if things aren't changing overnight. Focus on making small, steady progress, and before you know it, you'll be miles ahead. Number 6. Multitasking is often promoted as a way to get more done, but studies from Stanford University have shown that multitasking can actually reduce productivity and increase the likelihood of mistakes. While multitasking, your brain isn't simultaneously focusing on multiple tasks. And when you switch between tasks, your brain needs time to refocus, which can slow down your progress and lead to errors. In contrast, Focusing on one task at a time, known as single tasking, allows for deeper concentration and better quality work. By the way, if you're finding this helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you won't miss out on any of the good stuff we've got coming up. Number 5. Networking is important, but the idea that you need to network with everyone to succeed is a myth. Research from Harvard Business School suggests that quality over quantity is key when it comes to networking. Building deep, meaningful relationships with a few key individuals can be far more effective than trying to connect with as many people as possible. These strong connections often lead to better opportunities, support, and collaboration. So, instead of trying to be everywhere, it's about being where it counts. Number 4. While saying yes to opportunities can open doors, the belief that you must always say yes to every single one is misguided. Research indicates that people who struggle to say no are more likely to experience stress, burnout, and even frustration. Successful people often know when to say no in order to protect their time and energy for the opportunities that truly align with their goals. Warren Buffett famously said, "The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything." So next time you're faced with a choice, remember, sometimes the most powerful word is no. And speaking of saying no, let me share my own experience with you. A couple of years back, I also struggled a lot with saying no to people, which often led to stress and frustration. But then, with the help of some tricks, I learned how to say no without sounding rude. If you'd like me to make a video on those tricks for you, let me know in the comments section below. Number 3. The idea that a strict, unchanging routine is essential for success is often promoted, but it's not universally true. While routines can provide structure, too much structure can kill creativity and limit your ability to adapt when things don't go as planned. It's about finding a balance between routine and flexibility. For example, having a morning routine might help you start the day with focus, but being flexible enough to adjust your schedule when necessary can be equally important. Success doesn't come from following a strict script. It comes from finding what works best for you and staying flexible enough to adjust when needed. Number 2. The idea that you need to eliminate all distractions to be successful isn't entirely accurate. While reducing distractions can improve focus, research indicates that some level of distraction can actually boost creativity and problem-solving. This phenomenon, known as the incubation effect, occurs when stepping away from a task or allowing your mind to wander helps you come up with new ideas and solutions. The key is not to eliminate distractions entirely, but to manage them in a way that allows for both focused work and creative thinking. So instead of aiming for 0 distractions, find a balance that allows you to be both productive and innovative. Number 1. You've probably heard that big risks lead to big rewards, right? But here's the truth. This notion is often overstated. While taking a risk is sometimes necessary for success, consistently successful people tend to balance risk with caution. They take measured, strategic risks rather than impulsive ones. For example, instead of quitting your job to start a business without a safety net, a more calculated approach would be to test your business idea on the side until it's viable. Success often comes from managing risk, not just taking it. But beware, while in search of a successful life, don't fall into a success trap, which we've explained in this video.